Hi everyone, my name is Franbel Omilari. Welcome to our channel OCHAREO. Today we're going to speak about Ogunda, one of the elders Odum in our Dilogun divination system. This Odum said Maferefun Ogun, Maferefun Olofi, Obatala, Elegua, Ochosi, Orumila, Egun, and others. This Odum speak about iron, metals, weapons, the surgery, accident, and domestic violence. So it's important for us when we see this Odum to pay attention about what the Orisha is talking with us. For example, in this Odum, even though comes in Ire, it's important for us at least to prepare a bath with different herbs, like for example, amácigo, vencedor, rompesaragüey, muralla, abre camino. And we prepare this humiero and we can take, for example, at least 3 baths and also clean our house to avoid any single issue in our house. Ogunda is one of the Odum that we are not supposed to drink. Why? Because when the person drink in Ogunda, the mind change completely. See things in different way than when the person is not drinking. In this Odum, it's the Odum of construction, devolution, and work, but also speak about destruction and problem. Why? Because when the metal was created, also the weapons were created, and when the weapon we kill each other. Also speak about the train track, and we know during the time of the construction of the train track, the railroads and the station, a lot of town was destroyed because the railroad had to pass over there. Also, they had to demolish some mountains, had to detour the rivers. It was an evolution at that time for the humanity in general, but also was a lot of problem with the construction of the train system. In this Odum, the person that has Ogunda, when for example, you go to take the subway, you are the person that has to take the train every single day, or you work with the iron, you are supposed to do an ebo with Eran Malu. Eran Malu means meat. Meat. You take the piece of meat of the cow meat, and you prepare like you could see in this video with palm oil, yutia, fish, toasted corn, and you take a knife and you mark with the knife 3 or 7 times in order that the iron leave on top of this meat and don't leave in your skin. Right? That is important in this Odum. This Odum also speak about the places. When we going to speak like Oriate with someone that comes with Ogunda, it's important to analyze the ebo that we're going to mark. Why? Because in this Odum is the Odum where Obatala called the places, the 3 famous places that he has in his town, because his wife was sick. He prepared the best food that he had in his palace for them. And when they arrived, just 2 of them sat down and ate. One of them don't eat because he has problem with his stomach. And Obatala approached him and asked him, why you don't want to eat? And he said, no, Baba, I don't feel well. So when they finished of it, Obatala asked them, what do you think about my wife? And the two princes that were eating told Obatala, no problem, Baba, don't worry about it. We mark a bow and she goes to be well. The next one, Obatala asked him, and he said, Baba, I don't know about it because I didn't read her. I didn't consult the oracle, so I don't know about that. Around 1 month later, Obatala called them again, and he prepared again the food for them and the table and everything, and they sat down and eat. And the third one, he didn't feel well again, and he didn't eat. So Obatala asked them, what do you think about my wife? And the two princes, they said, she is supposed to be good. Don't worry about that. Obatala said, no, she's not good. This food is in her honor because she passed away. And then when Obatala said that, they automatically stopped to eat because they felt so embarrassed with this situation. And Obatala spoke with the third one and he said, you will be my high priest in the palace because you know what are you talking about. This Odun speak with us, with the priest. We need to be careful when someone is sick, when someone has problem, and come with Ogunda because could be a trick for us. We are supposed to be focused in the Odun and ask the Orisha about the bow. We are not supposed to mark the bow and say it will be okay. No, we need to ask the Orisha. Sometimes we ask the Orisha and the Orisha said no. It's not the bow that I need. We need another bow. Also, this speak about the belly, about the stomach in general. That here in the stomach live Ori Enu. That is the spirit that help us and gives us an advice when something could happen around us. Sometimes something going to happen around us and we feel in the stomach a little pain. For example, it's the spirit that advise us that don't do that or don't go in that way. Also, about the women, when the women is pregnant, the best person to do an above for the pregnant women is another woman that she's a grandma already. We have a lot of younger grandma now in our religion. So even though we mark a bow, in my particular case throughout my career, is that I do and I have a great resource about it. I mark the bow when any woman in general has problem with the pregnancy time, but I speak with one of my godkids, goddaughters, that they are grandma, they are younger, they are healthy, and they have 2 kids, for example, 2 grandkids or 1, wherever, to do the bow. The hands of the women, the person that has already grandkids, is so good to do an bow for another than going to have a new kid. That's why when you see that the woman has any problem when it's pregnant, even the woman that is spiritista, that is medium, do an bow and automatically feel better. This also speaks about the kids. So any woman that has problem, the mothers in general, you have problem with your son or your daughter, and we can do the bow through you for your kids. Also, the mothers could receive an oricha sometime if for example, the son is in another country, had a lot of problems, the mother could receive an oricha. The mother could get read. You can have a reading to your son, to your kids. This is the connection that the mother has always with the kids. We, the men, we don't give birth. So we pay for the ceremony for our kids. That is our blessing. But we cannot do an above for them because it doesn't go to work. Also, this audience speak about the lake. So, olofi cut the difference. So we are not supposed to use weapon in any form. The weapon is you are, for example, you work for the police department, all right, that is okay. But we are not supposed to use any weapon in Ogunda. If we have this odun in Mita, for example. Here I speak about the lake, the fisherman, and the person that was eating the bread. It's the person that he has the lake, but he didn't attend the lake. So he had the lake there, but someone come to fish and start to fish, but he didn't have any intention to fish either. But someone come later and start to eat bread, and he will, throw bread to the lake. So the fishes come, and the person got one, the person that was fishing, and he said, wow, look, this fish belong to me, and the other person said, no, because I throw the bread, that's why they come, and you can fish one. But later around, the owner of the lake, he comes, and he said, no, it's not yours, and it's not yours either. It belongs to me because I am the owner of the lake. So they start to argue, and the raye started, and a leg one that passed over there, he went to olofi, and he saw olofi, they argue about the fish, and they don't start to argue, and they have problems. And olofi call Ogun and say, Ogun, go over there and cut the fish in 3 parts. Give the head to one, the middle to another one, and the tail from the another. And Ogun did like that, and they finished with the problem. That's why in Ogunda, we are not supposed to do a business that we are 3 people. We are not supposed to go in the car that we are 3. We are supposed to go 2, 4, or more, but never do a business that you are the 3rd person. It is a odun that said, if you plan something, if you start your business, try to take care of your business, and then when your business grow up, you can take the resource and the productivity of this business, the profit, in other words. In this odun also speak about the train. We need to be aware with the train. If we need to take the train because we're going to work and we have to take the subway, at least once a week, we are supposed to do an above with something. With the apple, with the piece of meat, but we are supposed to do the boat. Why? Because Ogunda mark accident. Also, if we went to the amusement park, be careful with the helicopters in the amusement park. Don't play with weapon. It is something also in Ogunda. If you drive, don't drink and drive to avoid accident. Remember that this odun is one of the hard odun when we speak about accident and problems. Ogunda also speak about the aunco and the aya, the dog. So it's important in this odun, if you have dog, we are supposed to attend them. We are not supposed to abandon the dog. We have to be careful that any dog bite also us. So In this Odun, the Aunco, he didn't take care of the dog, and the dog let know the enemies where the Aunco was. And they discovered the Aunco and they killed the Aunco. So that's why in this Odun it's important for us to don't have any dog in the house. But sometimes we have the cat and we have the dog already, so that we are supposed to do is to attend this dog. Leave your comment below if you have any comment about this video. Give a like if you really like the video. Here you have the phone number if you need any tutorial about the religion. Subscribe to this channel to receive notification about new videos. Health, faith, and prosperity. Ya tú sabes. Oh, chareo.